Hi guys. So I've been posting a lot of different videos lately on my YouTube channel to kind of help you out in your process. So I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to just kind of walk you through how I'm getting these posted. I'm getting ready to post a video now, and I tried to do a video within a video and it did not work. So majority of my videos I'm making using Screencast-O-Matic, and right now you're looking at a screenshot of my window in Paint because I wasn't able to open Screencast-O-Matic within Screencast-O-Matic. But I just made this screencast for the Fresh Honors Freshman English classes, and I'm getting ready to upload it to YouTube. So when you work with Screencast-O-Matic and a lot of the other screencast softwares, they all pretty much work the same. After you record your video, it pops up in a window like this one where you can review it, look at it. If you like it, there'll be a button that says typically upload directly to YouTube. You will need to be logged into YouTube, which I already was. So just went, it encoded it, uploaded it, and then this confirmation window popped up. So all I did was take a screenshot so you could see it. I can also directly link it to these places, but I just went ahead and clicked done. And then it took me to just my regular YouTube page. Sometimes it will take me to the video page. It just honestly kind of depends on how my Wi-Fi is cooperating. I do not have the fastest Wi-Fi. So all of you have your own YouTube channel because YouTube is done through Google. And since we have Google accounts, we all have YouTube pages. So if you just go to Google and make sure you're signed in with Google, you'll pop up here. So I've got my regular picture. So I'm going to click on my picture and I'm going to go to my channel. That's the first step. All right, now that I'm in my channel, I can see where all my different videos are. So all of my uploads will pop up here first. I can see all the videos that I've uploaded in order of my uploading them. My most recent video that I just uploaded is hanging out over here. Now, it's showing me this dot, dot, dot. It may still be processing. I'm going to try and open it and see what it says. Okay, great. So it popped up right away. Sometimes, again, depending on your Wi-Fi and depending on how big of a video it is, if you try to click on it, it's going to give you an error message saying it's still processing. Give it a minute. If that's the case, just give it a minute and, come back to it. So this is what my video looks like fresh onto YouTube. But if I want to customize it, I'm going to go down to edit my video. So this is my video editing page. So I'm going to dismiss this pop-up. Here's my title. So if I didn't like the title that I used in the Screencast-O-Matic webpage, I can retitle it here, but I'm okay with that title. Here's the description. It automatically has a recorded with Screencast-O-Matic description here. So I'm going to add a little description. So how about walk through with me as I evaluate 3 different online resources found via Google searching. We will evaluate course using oops, crap test and the MyBib extension. Okay, so I got a little bit of a description. I can pick my thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. I like that one because it shows the crop test and the MyBib extension. And then let's see. So yes, this video is made for kids. So this is going to, we got an email about this from our tech department. This is going to basically limit ads that are on the page. If I want age restrictions, I don't really care about that. I can add tags. I haven't done this for mine because I'm not promoting my videos for people to search them. But if I were and trying to get views, if I added tags, it would basically allow people to search and find my video quicker. Over here on the right, here's my video link that I can share with people. Right now, mine is public. I can make it unlisted, which basically means it's not going to pop up on anybody's like immediate Google home screen, but they can still find it. So you might have to dig a little bit harder, but it's still findable. It's just not going to be immediate. And then private is people can only access it with the link, which, like I said, I'm not doing anything major, so I'm just going to do public schedule. I can do a private, basically this will be private until I publish it, which again, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just going to make it a public video. And then here's where I can add to my playlist. So I currently only have one playlist. It's my tech hack playlist, which is where I've been posting videos like this one, how to use different tech skills. But I feel like I need a new playlist. So I'm going to click new playlist and I'm going to title this research tutorials because I'm getting more videos about doing research. So I'm going to make it a research tutorial. Again, it's going to be public. I'm going to click create and then I just select research tutorials. So now when people come to my my YouTube channel, they will be able to browse all my videos, videos that are research tutorials, and then videos that are tech hacks. I can edit what my end screen looks like. Um, so I've, honestly, this is a little bit more advanced than me. I can say, how many do I want people to subscribe? Do I want other videos recommended? Um, so I haven't really played with this too much. I honestly don't care, but if you want to get a little bit more advanced, you can, in fact, edit the way your end looks. I really don't care, so I'm just going to click save. Or discard changes because I haven't changed anything. I don't know what cards are. I have not played with this either. Um, add a card. We're going to ignore this. So there are, I don't want to listen to myself in a video. That's weird. Let's see what this says. Okay, so basically what I can do is I can cut a poll, I can add other links, and I can promote other channels or videos. Again, this is much fancier than I'm getting, but I just want you to see that this resource is here. So along the left-hand side, I can look at analytics, see how people are viewing it. I can edit, I can read comments, I can add subtitles. So there's all kinds of different resources. This is good enough for me right now, so I'm going to go ahead and click save, and now it's done. So if I go back to my account, click on my channel, I can now see all my different videos. I can see my two playlists, so I have my research tutorials and my tech hacks. I can now see here's that video right here. Now, like I said, I only had my tech hacks. So if I open this video, or excuse me, pause that. If I click on tech hacks, it will pull up all the videos that I have in tech hacks. Right now, I've got my poster makers, just contacting students, get the most out of Google Forms, PDFs, and that's all I have in here right now. Um, but if I wanted to, I could shuffle a playlist, I can loop the playlist, so basically I can watch it over and over again. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to add videos that have been research tutorials um, to see all of them. So I'm going to click on my uploads so I can see all my uploads together. And now I can see where all my videos are. Let's say, so for example, this 2020 library catalog and books as resources. If I want to add this to a playlist, I'm just going to click this right here, and now I can add it to my tech hacks. So I can go back through and I can add these as well. You can also create a tutorial or a playlist of saved videos that are things that you like watching or things that you're relevant, and you can then share that with your students as well. So I hope this kind of gives you a good little background into how we're getting YouTube videos posted. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm not the expert, but I just thought I would walk you through it while I was doing it. Thanks.